This month, remakes and double takes as I count down the 5 games that recently caught my eye. Hey there, I'm Chaz Marler from Pair of Dice Paradise, and each month I produce a video tracking the top 10 hottest board, card, and tabletop games over on the Board Game Geek YouTube channel. But inevitably, additional games come along that catch my eye, but they just don't make it onto the official top 10, so I never get a chance to talk about them. Until now, because in this series, I'm going to discuss 5 of these recent games that, even though they didn't make it onto the official top 10, still kindled my curiosity and caught my eye. So let's get started and check out this month's list. There's a game somewhere on these shelves called Euphoria, Build a Better Dystopia. And this game was among the first board games I waited in anticipation for when I started getting back into board games. And even though the game is now 5 years old, a new expansion for it was going to be shipping in March. Now this expansion, called Is Bliss, which I can really get into, adds a bunch of brand new recruit cards and market tiles that can be used to replace or augment those from the original game. And rumor has it that there's also going to be a brand new type of recruit card, an Automa mode that allows a single player experience, new rules to address some game balance issues, a new Antiques Bazaar board, and some new components thrown into the mix. Euphoria has sat on my shelf collecting dust somewhere, like I mentioned, for far too long, and hopefully this new expansion will respark some interest in it and get this game back to the table. I found it. It was on the shelf over on that side of the room. So that's something that you don't care about. So I'll just put this right here, and I'll continue to the next game on the list, which is CO2, in which players quest to develop and install green power plants across the globe before we all die from pollution. Now, to win, players will need just the right combination of strategy and money and resources, all done just right. Now, 3 things that I am obviously lacking are those 3 capabilities based on my fatalistic performance during my inaugural game of CO2. We didn't win. But lucky day, now there's a new version of the game that can play even meaner. This redesigned version, called Co2 Second Chance, features new iconography, a completely rewritten rulebook, more balanced gameplay, a new events track, improved and streamlined mechanisms, and upgraded wooden components. It is really a beautiful production. Now, in the game that I played, we tried the new cooperative mode and came up just a few turns short of a win. In retrospect, it probably didn't help that I was burning an entire furnace just packed full of coal in the next room while we played. You know, ambiance. For years, Judge Dredd has been the law in Mega City 1, but now it is time for him to bring his special brand of justice to the rest of America in the form of Judge Dredd, the Cursed Earth. This game features competitive, cooperative, and solo player modes set in a universe where players must face mutants, dinosaurs, and possibly mutant dinosaurs, because why stop there if you've come that far? Additionally, players must confront the cursed Earth itself as they search for an object of immense power before it falls into the wrong hands. Possibly dinosaur hands, because that would be wrong. When the game first caught my eye, I actually didn't realize that it's also a makeover too, like CO2 was. This game re-implements the Lost Expedition, in which a team of which is somewhere. I'll be right back. Found it! Yep, the Lost Expedition was over on that shelf too, which means that this video is really not going very well. In the Lost Expedition, a team of explorers must face hostile conditions such as disease and famine as they search the Amazon rainforest for an object of immense power. Or maybe they're just looking for an Arby's. Now, if you enjoy the Lost Expedition or mutant dinosaurs wielding immense power, then Judge Dredd, the Cursed Earth, may be worth checking out. And now, an important message. Subscribe. That's it, really. We can actually just continue right on to the next game, which is Madara. Okay, it's also on, I'll be right back, it's on that shelf. Oh my word. Ugh. Okay, this game is ridiculous. I'm going to be going into more detail about this game, Madara, in an upcoming video. But in the meantime, I'm going to put this down because this box is incredibly heavy. No joke, that box makes Gloomhaven look like a box full of feathers. Now, here's why Madara caught my eye this month. Madara is a cooperative choose-your-own-adventure style RPG game in which players assume the role of adventurers in an ultra-modern fantasy universe that exists alongside ours, like some sort of mutant dinosaur. Now, if you like stuff, and I mean lots of it, then Madara may catch your eye too, because this box is packed with stuff. There's 5 different books, 17 dice, 40 standees, 36 double-sided tiles, 342 tokens, one of those red plastic screen decoder thingies, over 800 cards, and 44 miniatures. Oh goody, I went and got the box again to use as a visual aid. You'll notice that I haven't even cracked the shrink on my copy of the box set. It just showed up a few days ago. And the reason why is there's so much good stuff in this box to go through. I'm actually going to record a separate unboxing video just to go through it all and talk about what's in here. But first, I'm going to put this thing down again. Seriously, don't let this box fall on a pet or a loved one. To be fair, a metric ton of bits and pieces and baubles and whatnot is not what Madara is all about. The game provides a narrative-driven adventure with over 90 hours of content, during which players will be confronted with decisions that are going to change the course of the story and its outcome as they go along. From what I can tell, there just seems to be a lot to see and do in this game. Either that or I've just become the proud owner of a very heavy box full of rocks. But what are the odds of that happening to me again? Madara, the Weighty and Immense, was a Kickstarted game, and it's going to be shipping to its backers over the course of the next month or so. But a Kickstarter for a second printing of the game is going to be launched early this summer. And as I mentioned before, I plan on producing another video around that time that goes into more detail about what my experiences with the game have been up to that point. In the meantime, though, there is more than enough content in this box to keep me busy. Oh! Look, another little box full of more stuff. I'm just gonna put this on the shelf there so I can stop picking stuff up. After going out of my way to avoid it for weeks, or months even, my willpower finally collapsed, and last week I succumbed to the siren's call of the mana mustering monster that is Magic Arena. I went and I started an account on this online platform for playing Magic the Gathering. Now, those who subscribe to this channel, plus those who are most assuredly clicking subscribe right now as I speak, will know that I spent the better part of the 1990s playing Magic the Gathering in its physical form, followed by the digital atrocity that was Magic Online throughout the next decade. And after the debacle that was Magic Online, I swore to never again purchase a digital playing card. I managed to avoid falling victim to this game's collectible cardboard charisma up until last weekend, when a perfect storm of free time and curiosity and peer pressure caused me to find myself installing the game on my computer, subsequently earning quest rewards and constructing digital decks. Now, to be fair, as one who comes from the Magic Online era, I must say that the Magic Arena experience is a fantastic breath of fresh air. Its implementation of the tabletop game is really, really well done. Dang it. It seems that Wizards of the Coast has learned and perhaps borrowed quite a bit from Hearthstone, from the user interface to the game's entire business model. So if you're looking into Magic the Gathering, or if, like me, you let Magic the Gathering fade away to the fringes of your gaming environment and would like a low-risk, potentially low-cost way to get back into the game, definitely give Magic Arena a try. It caught my eye this past month, and I have a feeling it's not going to set my eyeballs free for quite a while to come. Now, out of all these games I covered, which of these are your favorites at the top of your list? Let me know down in the comments. And for more eye-catching games, check out this playlist. And until next time, I've been Chaz Marler from Pair of Dice Paradise. Thanks for watching, and take care.